Do you ever feel like you're paralyzed by inaction? Like your motivation has just disappeared, leaving you stuck in a rut day after day? Well, haven't we all? No one is alone in this. And the better news is you don't have to stay there. For some of us, it's a stalled work project. For others, it's a personal goal that we were so excited about, and now it's just there gathering dust. Frustration builds, hopes fade, and we begin to wonder, what is wrong with me anyway? I've been around for a while, and I've felt that many, many times. And I can tell you this, understanding why is the first and biggest step in getting it back. In this video, I'll show you 7 common reasons that we get stuck and how to reignite your fire. Here's the surprising part. Once you discover your why, the path to your solution appears almost magically. This isn't about working harder or muscling your way through. It's not about your sheer willpower. It's about understanding your habits, your limiting beliefs, and what's really going on beneath the surface. My experience through many jobs and businesses and working with employees has shown me that there are 7 common reasons that we get stuck. Any one of these can stop you cold in your tracks. Join me as we unpack these motivation killers. But it's not enough just to understand these roadblocks. So I'll share my trick to uncover which one you're dealing with. By the end of this video, you'll know why you've lost your edge. And you'll be empowered to get back on track and thriving again. First things first, my mission is all about our journeys. Life isn't a destination. My goal isn't to solve anyone's problem. My goal is to keep us moving and moving in a positive direction. And today's video will help us get unstuck when we're stalled out. And I'm really glad you're here to share this with me. Here are the 7 roadblocks, and afterwards I'll go into how to determine which ones are killing your motivation. So stick around for that. Here's roadblock number 1 that stops us in our tracks. Overwhelm. Too many tasks or goals can create paralysis, making it hard to know where or when to start. Many of us are overachievers. We want to put tons on our plate. That's just too much. Pick one. Roadblock number 2 that'll stall you out. The fear of failure. The possibility of not succeeding stops many of us from even trying. My gosh, what if we start and it's way harder than we ever thought it would be? Okay, here's roadblock number 3. Perfectionism. The belief that things must be done flawlessly. This will delay progress or stop it entirely. If so, it can be helpful instead to think good is good enough just to get us started. I've come to think that the journey itself towards a goal is victory in and of itself. Here's roadblock number 4 that'll stop you. The lack of clarity. Without a clear goal or plan, it's impossible to move forward with real purpose. There just aren't any signposts. You don't have a vision of the steps that you need to take, a framework to guide you forward. Okay, here's roadblock number 5. It's self-doubt. Believing that you're not capable undermines your confidence and your willingness to act. We often think, I'm just not smart enough or good enough to do this. Self-doubt undermines any attempts we make to change. Roadblock number 6 is procrastination. Sure, we all know that procrastination isn't good, but by making a habit of it, it creates anxiety and builds up this resistance to even getting started. It can begin to be self-perpetuating, and the snowball effect is paralyzing. Here's roadblock number 7 that gets you stuck: the lack or loss of purpose. We must define a compelling reason that we're pursuing the goal in the first place. Without that all-important why, goals will just feel meaningless, and motivation can quickly evaporate. And hearing these now, you might be able to pinpoint which roadblock is stopping you. But for most of us, that's just not the case. Here's an exercise that will do the trick. I want you to try it. It's called the 5 why approach. The 5 why approach is pretty simple, but amazingly effective at the same time. Let's have a little fun. Let's go through an example of just how the 5 why approach works. We'll start with a simple but common issue. Here's the problem. I can't seem to stop eating so much sugar. Okay, here we go. Here's why number 1. Well, why can't I stop eating so much sugar? Well, because I crave sugary foods and drinks. Okay, now move to why number 2. Why do I crave sugary foods and drinks? Well, because they make me feel good, at least for a while. Why number 3. Why do sugary foods and drinks make me feel good? Well, they trigger the release of dopamine and create a sense of pleasure. Here's why number 4. Why am I so reliant on external forces of pleasure like sugar? Because I haven't developed an effective internal coping mechanism for stress and boredom. Here's the 5th why. Why haven't I developed an effective internal coping mechanism? Well, because I haven't made self-care and stress management a priority in my life. And now we're getting to the root cause, the lack of self-care and effective stress management. From this, you can devise your strategy to begin correcting things. Depending on your answers, that strategy might look a little bit like this. First, you identify the underlying emotions and the triggers for sugar cravings. Then, you'll now develop healthier coping mechanisms for stress and boredom, such as meditation, or yoga, or exercise, or spending time in nature. Then you can gradually reduce the sugar intake and replace sugary snacks with healthier alternatives. Maybe you'll practice mindful eating and get to the point where you can recognize your hunger or your fullness cues. Give this 5 why solution a go. Take whatever goal that you have right now and that you're having issues with and practice this. And don't be afraid to do it several times so that you get good at it. Once your answers start matching, you'll know you're there. You've discovered your root cause. And that's the beauty of this method. It leads you to your own personal solution. Let me put the final stamp on this video now. Our lives are not about some future you. And we're not measured or judged by how many goals or achievements that we've mastered. It's all about the process. Our lives are in a constant state of flux. We'll never run out of things to work on, things to change or improve upon. And that's good because it keeps us focused on our journeys, not on some finish line that keeps getting pushed further and further away, often never being reached at all, which leaves us empty and stressed, if that's the only way that we measure our success. So what's the bottom line here when it comes to reclaiming your fire and your drive? It comes down to this. Don't make it your duty in life to reach perfection and master every goal. You'll overlook the process of life, the beautiful journey along your path to growth. Embrace the now and know that being present every day has its own rewards. If you adopt this approach, there really won't be any sense of getting stalled out. You'll just be taking another step in your amazing journey of life. So, share with us in the comments what has had you stalled out up until now. And are you ready to refocus? Let me know. And please like and subscribe. I'm Mel Inglima, navigating life's journey with you. And thank you for watching.